In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Yesterday we saw how Jesus prepared for what we call the Last Supper. It was the Passover meal, and Jesus knew that this was going to be the last one he would have with his disciples. Well, he gave instructions to some of the disciples to go make preparation, and they did, and it unfolded just like Jesus said it would, because God sees what's going to happen. Listen carefully. He does not cause everything that happens, but he does know what's going to happen, and he'll reveal it to you in caution if you will listen to him and hear his words. And then he will lead you if you listen to him in obedience with the attitude of, you know what, God, you are for me. I trust you, so I'm going to follow you into the rich abundance of life that you have for me. So we saw that yesterday. Whatever God says, it's going to happen. You can take it to the bank. Well, today we're going to see that they sat down at this Last Supper, and one of the guys that was there got a warning that he did not heed. We're in Mark chapter 14, and I'm going to read verses 17 through 21, and they say this. When it was evening, he came with the 12. And as they were reclining at the table and eating, Jesus said, now, these are the words of Jesus. Truly, I say to you, listen, you guys, I'm telling you the truth. One of you will betray me, one who is eating with me now. Verse 19, they began to be grieved, and they said to him, which one? One by one they said, surely it's not I. Well, he said to them, it is the one of the 12 who dips with me in the bowl. And he said that just as he was dipping in the bowl with Judas Iscariot. Verse 21, for the Son of Man is to go just as it is written of him. But woe to the man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Woe to you, Judas, is what Jesus was saying as they were dipping their bread together in the bowl. It would be good for that man if he had not been born. He is saying to Judas, and Judas knows it's him because he's dipping in the bowl at the same time. It would be better for you, Judas, if you had not been born. Now, here's what I want you to see today. Judas did it anyway. He got a warning, you're going to betray me, and it would be better for you if you hadn't been born, and he did it anyway. Well, why is that important to us today? Because, folks, Jesus died on the cross to pay for everyone's sins. And the only thing that keeps us out of heaven, the only thing that keeps us from intimate, loving unity with Father God is not receiving the forgiveness of our sins that Jesus paid for on the cross. But many don't, even though they hear the warning. Just like Judas, they hear a warning that says eternity separated from God and the horrible consequences that entails. And yet, they reject God just like Judas did. Oh, Judas regretted it, and many will regret not receiving salvation with a heartfelt belief on Jesus. Well, tomorrow we're going to look further into this Last Supper, the Passover meal that Jesus had with his disciples. And I'm going to break it into a couple parts because I want you to see what was going on here that is for us today. Come be with us. I'll see you tomorrow.
Give me Jesus.